Alright, everyone. So this is Carmageddon Max Damage. This is the Xbox One version, but there's also a PS4 version, and this game actually came out quite a while ago. This game came out quite a while ago on the PC. It was actually a Steam Greenlight game. And on the PC, it's called Carmageddon Reincarnation. Carmageddon Max Damage is that game ported over to the consoles. Now, I do have the PC version, but my biggest criticism towards the PC version is that it just runs... It doesn't run that great. The load times were just extremely long. Graphically, the game looked okay, but it's not like... You're not looking like at a Forza game or anything like that. I would say graphically it looks average at best. But there are some serious technical issues. Now, the reason why I want to get the Xbox One version, at least on the console, is like, okay, they can optimize the game to basically run the game on one piece of hardware. Is it any better? Well, there are some things that did carry over from the PC version. So let's get started on this one here. One of the biggest issues is the load time. And this is why I wanted to start the game when I was booting up the game, to basically show you the load times. They're fairly long. And even when I was originally playing this on the PC, it's like, okay, let me try the game on the SSD, because my main computer has an SSD drive on it. Let me install the game straight on the SSD. That way there's no bottlenecks going on. And it was still long. So there was some serious lack of optimization that was going on in this game. Alright, so now we're in. So this is how the game looks. Graphically, compared to the PC version, yes, there is a graphical downgrade. I'm not going to lie. But I will say this, is that I remember when I was young, I'm 31, I remember when I was younger and playing Carmageddon on the PC when it was originally released. And for the most part, I will say this, for the most part, Stainless Steel Games did what they were supposed to. Oh, look, I lost all my wheels. Alright, let's see if I can jump this. Yay! Alright. So, I do notice there is a graphical downgrade. It does run better. Now, I'm not sure it's because... Oh, look at that. Come on! There you go. Okay. So, I do notice the game does run a little better on the console version. Okay. Yeah, whoa. Now, if you're pressing the X button multiple times, you kind of knows, oh shit, no! Oh well. See, one problem I found is that even when you press the X button to reset the car, it doesn't always reset it. I've noticed that every once in a while I will either have to hold the X button down or I have to press it multiple times, but then at the same time, you know, each resets like 4,000 points. And, you know, from that little mistake earlier, it was like, okay, that was about, what, 16,000 points I lost just because I was pressing multiple times. Seriously, guys, update the game to kind of fix that, because that's a little annoying. Basically, I'm basically forced to even restart this now. Because you're also using the X button to hold it to rotate your car in case your car flips. Alright, let me see if I can go up here. No, I'm just going to go straight back down. Okay, let me restart this event. So there is some fun to be had with this game. But keep in mind is that this is a $40 game, digital only. There's no physical copy. There's no physical release, or at least not on this day that this video was recorded. So it's a $40 download. And okay. Alright, let me press X again. Okay. Oh. Yeah, that was smart. So you press Y to basically repair your vehicle. Ooh, I wrecked him. Alright, let's see. How do I get... Okay, I think I go up here. Yeah. Alright. Now, there are some things I absolutely love about this game. The soundtrack in this game not only fits perfectly, but it's one of those... Oh, no. Oh, fuck. I'm going to get to the controls in a second, but the music that they've chosen. All the music in this game is freaking awesome. You know, it's hardcore, heavy metal type. Fits perfectly with this type of theme of game. You know, it gets your adrenaline rush going. And things like that. You know, music's fine. Graphically, it's about average at best. The biggest complaint I actually have with this game, and I'm not alone in this, the controls. It doesn't matter if you're on sand, if you're on the street or anything like that. It doesn't matter what surface you're on. For some reason, the vehicle just feels like you're always driving on ice. It's really annoying. It's like I'm not expecting these cars to drive perfectly, but at the same time, it's like, okay, when you're seriously fighting with the controls, the game just starts becoming a chore. So, like, if you move your control stick too quickly, you know, your car is going to start sliding sideways, and it's really annoying when you're seriously fighting the controls in a driving game. I don't know, for this kind of game, personally, this is what I'm talking about. Is even when it seems like you're having control on your vehicle, the car just doesn't want to turn. So it's like you can press B to brake, or to to use your emergency brake so you can kind of slide around, but then you severely just lose control. It's almost like you have to drive much slower than you actually want to just to keep control of your car. See, look, I'm trying to turn, but at the same time, you know, the car is just sliding all over the place. And when it comes to driving games, driving games for me is actually one of my favorite types of games. So it's not like I have no idea how to play this game. It's just the way the controls are set up, the way these cars handle. You severely have to fight with the controls all the time, and it's really annoying. Now, there are some other things that's actually kind of fun to do. There are certain power-ups that... Okay, come on. Turn. There you go. There are certain power-ups and things that you are able to do. So, there are some power-ups where you can make... Jesus Christ. This is my point. These cars doesn't want to turn. Though I do like it when you run over stuff, it just blood splatter all the place. That's really cool. Now let me see if I can at least. Probably wasn't too smart. All right, let me get on pavement here, see if it's any better. I don't know. It just feels the same. It doesn't feel all that different. Oh, truthfully, I'm not really liking this particular map, to be quite honest with you. But all right, let me see if I can. Come on, there you go. Now there are some power-ups. That's actually kind of funny. Let me see if I can actually go up here. And I do give credit. I do give some credit for this game, is that they did do a lot of different experimentation of power-ups, even just silly ones. So it's like, oh, you can pick up a power-up to basically freeze all the pedestrians. So it basically turns off any AI and just makes everyone completely still. That's funny. There's also another one where they will literally just stop and just start dancing. That's actually funny. I like that. There's other power-ups and moves where, your suspensions is like Jello. It's kind of funny. Ping pong. There are others where you can make your opponents fly in the air and things like that. There are just some really clever power-ups. But my biggest issue with this game is the controls. I thought, okay, they would refine the game, make the game easier to play on the consoles. It's part of the reason why I picked it up, but that just didn't happen. So I can go and run over some people. So let me see. So that's my point there, is it doesn't matter if you're on pavement or on sand or anything like that. It just doesn't matter. It just controls the same. Oh, shit. Okay, leave me alone. I want to get this car. No! Oh, you son of a... Do not push me over. I want to get that freaking pedestrian. Where's that guy? There we go. I'm literally not even touching the control stick right now. Ooh, feeling fragile. So now my car's on glass. And I've tried going online, but this is one of these games that if you're interested in this game, don't bother buying the game thinking you're going to be playing online. You might get the occasional players playing this game online, but I mean, truthfully, this is going to be one of those games that you're just going to be playing for the single player. And there are... I mean, here's the thing. There are a lot of challenges that they do on here. So it's not like you're getting gypped on the single-player experience. Come on, turn. There you go. What? Oh, come on. There we go. So, is this game worth $40? I was lucky enough to back this game up originally on Steam Greenlight, and I think I only paid $20. So, now that the game is released, you know, it's a $40 game. I think if they fix the controls, so Stainless Steel Games, if you're watching this video, fix the controls, fix how these cars handle. Just do that, and the game would actually be more fun. Because I do like these types of games. You know, they're just different. You know, it's not like your typical racing game or, you know, just a driving game that just feels like every other driving game out there. You know, this one is different. You know, it's... Yeah, it is a mature-ready game, and, you know... But at the same time, yeah, it's a mature-themed game, but it's a silly, mature-themed game, if that makes any sense. So, yes, this game does have potential to be really good, but putting everything else on the side... and just focus on the main issue of this game, and that is controls. Fix that, and I think this game would be much better. But the way it is right now, I say if you are interested in this game, wait for a price drop. Personally. Come on. Flip over. Why? There you go. Alright. So, I'll just end it here. If you're interested in this game, I guess risk your money and try it. But... At least when I was trying to download this game, there was no option for a demo or anything. I even checked on the PS4. There was no option for a demo or anything like that. So is this game worth $40? You know what? Honestly, no. I think this game should have only been like a $20 game, personally. But it is different. I'll give them that, and they actually do, and I can seriously tell that the developers, you know, did put some care into this. You know, it's not like, okay, they have the name, so let's just shoehorn a game out. It's like, no, they actually did stuff on here. Okay, you know what? Just get that person. If they're up here, I can... Okay, apparently they are down there. And it's there. Oh wait, it was up there. No, it's down. I don't know what the hell that arrow's trying to do. Unless I'm just seeing things. Whoa. Okay. So that's Armageddon or Carmageddon Carmageddon Max Damage on the Xbox One. There is a PS4 version. I've tried on the PC also, so you know the load times are kind of long. I don't know why they're that long, but at least on this level here is a little bit shorter, and I think it's just because of this particular setting here. You know, a lot of the levels, they have a lot of buildings and things like that. So I guess there's more resources for the game to load than this particular level. But you know, at the same time, they are kind of long. So, let me see if I can get this. No. All right, let me try to get this coyote. There we go. All right, I'll end it there. So that was my take on Carmageddon Max Damage on the Xbox One. Like I said earlier, it's also available on the PlayStation 4 and on the PC. It's called Carmageddon Reincarnation. I think the game plays a little better on the PC, but especially early on, the game was just not optimized. I did try out the game right before I even purchased this game, and it does run better, but you know, my system is an AMD rig, you know, AMD processor, AMD graphics cards. You know, I'm running two 290X, 4 gigs each. Is not a slouch. I mean, I was able to play, you know, like Battlefield 4, you know, in 60 frames, actually more than 60 frames. You know, well, not 4K because I don't have a 4K monitor, but it's a 2K monitor I have. It's one of those LG ultra-wide monitors. You know, I was able to run the max resolution on that, and it ran buttery smooth, but this game struggles. So there is a clear, there is a clear lack of optimization going on in this game. But I think if you are interested in this game, depending on your PC setup, I'm going to say go ahead and try the console version, just because it is slightly more optimized for it, just because they're only dealing with one piece of hardware. Oh, okay. So, yeah, I'll end it. Anyway, that's my take on Carmageddon Max Damage. If you try this game, let me know down in the comments of what you think about this game. So that's it. Like always, have a good one. Like this video, share this video. Rate, favorite, comments, and subscribe. And like always, have a good one.